Hi, this is Kathy at Mesquite Mountain Homestead, and I have got so many new subscribers that I want to kind of update you on the pallet cob cabin and how it got here. There's a carpenter bee in here. Hope he doesn't plan on building anything. Anyway, so I actually bought this property in 2023 in December. My son and I came and looked at it. And then in 2024, I had bought this car that I have. It wasn't expensive. I bought it used. And I got a job at Walmart. I moved to Parker and worked at Walmart for a year to help pay off the property. Well, then I moved over here. Mason was still working. Mason is my son. And I moved back to Quartzsite, which is where I was originally. So I moved back over to Quartzsite and lived there on the BLM land. And I found some water totes in Yuma. So Mason drove me over. We could fit 3 in his truck, so we picked up 3. And we took them back and we put them at the end of my RV there at Quartzsite. And I was, more or less camping there. So then when he was done working, he came over here with me, followed me. I drove my RV. And we got to work setting up my little area there. We put that fence around it because I was concerned. We'd seen a lot of javelina tracks, and I didn't want any javelina coming up to my door. So we put that fence in. Well, then I put the rabbit fencing around it to keep out the rabbits. And anyhow, he stayed and helped me get all set up. He went over to the gravel place and picked up a load of gravel so I'd have a nice pad for my RV. And he went down and got a couple tanks at the water place in town so I'd have water. And he just really helped me get set up out here. And then he had to leave to go back to work. So I was here from April until the following December. I was here by myself. So Mason had also, when we went to Home Depot, we had to go to Home Depot and get a lot of things for the fence. And so we picked up a bunch of stuff so I could do the garden. So I immediately planted a little garden, and that was nice to work on through the year. And it was good to be here because I had time to clear. I cleared this spot where the cabin was going to go. I cut down all the little trees and bushes and dug out the grass and raked it out real nice. And because the county needed to come and inspect and check my setbacks, well, then they didn't come out. They just had me send them a photo, and so I did. But that gave me plenty of time for clearing this, and then I called the gravel company again, and I had them bring out a load of gravel, and they put it, I had marked where the cabin was going to be, and they laid that gravel right down the middle. So we wouldn't have to wheelbarrow it in here after we built the cabin. It would already be here. So then Mason came back in December. He took the winter off and he came back. I love that kid. So he took the winter off and he helped me put up this whole entire, the posts, the rafters, the roof, the back porch. He helped me do it. He did most of the back porch by himself. I might have helped him a small bit, but most of that porch he busted a move and got that done. And he put he put all this OSB on the roof. I would just cut him when he needed a piece cut. I would cut it for him and pass it up there. He worked so hard. I am just so grateful for that. It was just amazing to work with him on this cabin, as you can imagine. Well, then, of course, he had to go back to work. But he was here until, I think, April. And then he had to go. He works up north, so he had to leave. So I told him I would try to get as much done as I could, because he's supposed to come back this December. He's going to come for a month and help me, which will be good. Some things are just too heavy for me, and I'm going to need his help a lot. So anyhow, so then here I was by myself. So I started putting in the straw. We had put all the pallets in the bottom part, you can see. Well, I started filling those with straw, and then I put the pallets in the top section and filled those with straw, and then I've been filling them with cob. And then we put in the 2 windows in the corner when he was here. It was one of the first things we did. We were so excited to have the windows. I got those from my friend Christopher. Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for that. I love those windows. So then a neighbor gave me some more windows. He was redoing his, and they're just aluminum frame. They're double pane, though. They're pretty good. So I put one of those there, and I put one over here. So I have 4 windows so far. But, of course, I'll put windows in the front. But that's mainly what I've been doing, is building these walls and covering them with cob. I have the back one done. I did the east wall. I still have to do these. So that's where I'm at right now. And I just wanted to kind of give you an idea, so you don't have to, I mean, you can go back. It's all on videos here, but if you didn't want to have to go back and watch them, it kind of gives you an idea where I'm at. So in this corner over here will be the bathroom and the shower, and then the kitchen will be on the opposite side. And then this will be living room and the bedroom. So it's plenty of room for me. So anyway, I've been out working on sealing my soffits. It rained, and so I can't dig the dirt out and sift it. So anyway, I appreciate every single one of you. I just am so grateful that you're here and that you're interested in the pallet cob cabin. And I have some subscribers that have just been right here from the beginning, and so wonderful and so supportive, and it means so much to me, and I thank every one of you. I also wanted to mention, I have a dog. Her name is Gina, and she's wonderful, and she's always with me. I didn't get her until after Mason left in April, not long after he left. I started looking. I thought, oh, it'd be nice to have a dog around here, you know. Well, she had been at a foster home. Now, the way it worked out, when I found her, she had been at the foster for 6 months, and I had lived here for 6 months. It was like she was waiting for me almost. And at the foster where she came from, it seemed like she'd always been in a crate, because she didn't know so many things. She didn't know do you want a treat? Do you want to play ball? She loved her ball. She loves to fetch. But she didn't know words. So then I thought maybe she learned a different language, which she could have. I tried Spanish, but she didn't know. But anyhow, I don't know how her life had been. I can tell she'd had puppies. And she was 4 years old. And she's just the sweetest, just a wonderful dog. and I've enjoyed having her so much. You'll see her in the videos a lot. She always follows me everywhere, and she's just my pal. So anyway, I appreciate y'all stopping by, and I'll have another video up soon. I've been, working on Cobb again. You all take real good care. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you soon.